EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now out comes Houston. Play action. Here's Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now here's Stroud on third down. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From midfield, here's Tua. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, here's Mostert again. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Nice little juke, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Stroud off the play fake. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
2nd and a couple. And Stroud now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner. Okay, all right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Let's go. Okay, break.
Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Stroud to throw it. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because As the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 13 yards out. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Christian Harris leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's Hill, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, and that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
He certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Well, he's trying to plow ahead, but I don't think he got there. He did it. That's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
And here comes Berrios. Miami set to take over.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
In motion left, Hill. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Tua going to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Desmond King picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Mixon running wide side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Touchdown! Take down. A 16-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Hill. He's got it. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. On the return is Sims.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
There is Cohen, and he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a club and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now a 2nd and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Another try for Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They run for it with Mixon. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. This ain't no game. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Come on, baby. Get it. Let us dictate. Ain't no joke out here right now. This week, that's sweet.
Miami
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Tua. And it's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd down and 4. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. First and 10, it's Stroud. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Stroud now on second down.
He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8. Now Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Tua now on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Will Anderson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
To his throw, complete there to Smith.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 79 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Derek Stingley, he got there in a hurry, and he earns the TFL.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Back to Mixon on second down.
Shoves him aside. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That good for 19 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. That is caught by Dell.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Now an option play on second down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And out come the Dolphins now.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here's second and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tua sets up to pass it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 111 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Tua now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Next to score, Texans 24, Dolphins 16.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And now out comes Houston. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Left side caught by Diggs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This 2nd and 4. Mixing up the middle. A little jerk. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Play action. Stroud now. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Dell. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Stroud on 3rd down now. Taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Yeah, he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a give to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here?
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips, the former 1st-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. On play action, here's Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, He might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces is good.
All right, just checking. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way.
The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Tua going to throw.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
74 yards.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft?
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a return. He did everything but take it to the house.
Let's rock and roll, baby. They can't beat us straight up. Ain't no game. Guys, ready to get it on right now. What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go get it now. Let's go. Let's get right through this. It's game time. This is the calm before the storm, baby. Do your thing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group.
Stroud looking to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, nice move. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Stroud sets up the play action.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Dancing away at the 35.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
He continues to be dominant running the football. I mean, keep feeding him, right?
Yeah, you should, because what he's put up already is really like a 2-game total. Give him a lot of credit, but give the rest of the offense credit as well. The big guys up front and the receivers on the perimeter, everyone's getting involved blocking people downfield.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Down to an knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.